do this. Yeah, who's gonna be the first person here? I wonder who it's gonna be. Why can I not pull up the stream on my phone? Oh, never mind. We're good. Yo, we got Patrick, Shred Trap, Canadian Syrup Goji, Amazing Collector, Rico, Fireblade, SMG, Tristan Shorts, Lego Man, WFC Stop Motions, Drip Shimu, Mikeytron, my guy King Just, bros always goes live when I'm at work, my fault pa. Biscuit Dog, Jar Jar. Damn, bro, we getting mad people. Canadian Syrup says, why does it sound like a toilet or faucet? Guys, if you guys don't know already, the sound you hear in the background of water is my fish tank for my turtle. So if you guys hear that water sound, it's because I have a fish tank. That's why. Yeah, that's my guy King Just Make It Bust. On the beat, don't forget on the beat. That's what I mean. Drip Shimu says oil up. All right, I got you right now. All right, so look, right. Listen. We got this oatmeal shea butter lotion right here, bro. There you go, bro. Is that what you want? You know what's hilarious too? My hands were actually hella dry before I even started the stream. But yeah. All right, what you guys talking about? Mikeytron says he's writing a script. That's what I'm talking about. My guy making scripts. Jar Jar says, Xavier, I bought a Bart figure and some pink dye to make a Pim. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, why are you watching... Wait, I just peeped. Why are you watching Smiling Friends at this age? That show is crazy. Yes, Lego Man, I have a turtle. What's good, Super Mario Zilla? Patrick says, sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I was at my cousin's house and was ridiculously busy. It's all good, bro. It's all good. What's the name of my turtle? My turtle's name is Bertle. Yes, Bertle the turtle. That is the name of my turtle. But yeah, that's the name. All right, guys. Today we are going to be unboxing the highly anticipated SH Figuarts Gamerverse Marvel vs. Capcom Cyclops figure. Now, I got this at the Tamashii Nation store. The funny thing is, they gave me a calendar when I bought it. I guess because they do this thing where, like, if you spend over $100, aka buy one product, you get like something like that comes with it. It can be like a card or like a little display stand. This time, I guess it's for the new year. I get a calendar, which I thought was hysterical. I was like, the guy handed it to me. I was like, what's this? And he was like, a calendar. I'm like, for? And he was like, oh, it's free. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was hella weird. Well, not really weird, but you know what I mean? I was just like, huh, okay. That's cool, I guess. But I got a couple figures to compare Cyclops to. Don't worry, we got some size comparisons that I think will be cool. Shred Trap says, I submitted my stop motion for the showcase. Nice. What's good, Dragon Motion? Amazing Collector says, I'm making a stop motion series for Spider-Man. That's what's up. Do you know what episode 1 is going to be about? What's good, Optic Jacket? My guy. It's my dude. Z Warrior Collectibles. Bro, I'm at NYC right now. I was at the store yesterday. I feel like one day, when you guys are going to recognize me and be like, yo, are you on Rebel Pictures? And I'm going to be like, nah. I'm going to be like, nah, it's my brother. And they're going to be like, oh, okay. Nah, but nah. If anyone ever recognizes me, I'm not, anyone famous or anything. But if you ever recognize me, let me know. What's it called? Crusted. What's up, man? Lego Man says we are all cracking Witchblade. What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Who the hell was Witchblade? Actually, I don't even want to know. It's probably something else. WFC Stop Motion says when's the next Stop Motion reactions? Next Saturday. So if you want me to watch something, drop the link in the community tab. So, yeah, man, you gotta drop that link in my community tab. Amazing Collectors is how do I put the link of my video in the community tab? Well, you copy the link of the video, and you go to my community tab, you go to the comments, and you just paste it there. Patrick says perfect timing to release the figure after Avengers Doomsday trailer. I feel like they probably, well, I don't want to say they released that on purpose around this time period, but it might be a factor. Jar Jar says, Xavier, if I ever catch you lacking out in public, the McDonald's... All right, that's crazy. All right, bro. I'm not even going to finish the rest of that. Super Mario Zilla says, I'm looking forward to Cyclops. I'm most excited for Spider-Man, the Gamerverse. Yes, bro. You know what's one thing I really liked about that figure is how unique the hands look. Because in Marvel vs. Capcom, Spider-Man's always doing some weird pose, and like his proportions are obviously like awkward. And I feel like they really captured that. Like, bro's quads and thighs are weirdly shaped. His fingers are like twisted weird. Like, oh man, it looks ripped out the game. It's so amazing. Jersey BP says, I want to get the Mafex Iceman. I kind of wish SHF did an optic rage out of plastic instead of cardboard. I understand that. I'm not going to lie. I do get that. But I'm not too mad about the cardboard accessory. I feel like I want to finesse it one day with stop motion. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to finesse it. What's good, movie Sonic Jack? Z Warrior says, I got the 40th anniversary Goku and the new store exclusive Goku plus Good Boo. Is that a good buy? Bro, that's amazing. I feel like the Majin Buu figure is hella underrated. Shred Trap says, I have the Endo series Bonnie, Freddy. I really want Chica and Foxy, but my Walmart is always sold out. Well, I'm glad you were able to get the first two, man. All right. Let me open up this figure because I know you guys are excited. My fault that I'm trying to, talk to you guys and get everyone's comments in. All right, my fault. I got you. All right, let's get this open. So here we are with the packaging. Oh, here we are with the packaging right here. You got Cyclops right there. Obviously, it says it right here. Gamerverse. We got the Bandai sticker right there, so you know it's real. Not that much on the side. I really like the packaging though. I like the blue. Obviously, you have the promo images and whatnot. Really clean picture of him right there. Now, one thing about this figure when I grabbed it was I noticed that it's a lot bigger than a typical SHF, which I actually like. You know what's funny? When I was at the SHF store, there was a dad. It was a dad and his they had to be like teenagers, bro, like 14, 15 years old. And bro, they were hogging all the Cyclops figures. And in my mind, I'm thinking, am I watching a father, son, and son like I don't want to say they were scalping because they weren't. I'm not gonna act like that, But I'm just like, damn, all three of you need a Cyclops because this figure was $100, and I'm like, Zoe, that's $300 right there in total. God damn. Well, shout out to Shout out to the dad for getting his sons some fire figures though. Can't be mad at that. Manila, bro, is that Manila Productions? Is that who I think it is? Yo, Bob the Mushroom. Yo, everyone's pulling up today, bro. This is like the Avengers. This is literally like the Avengers. This is crazy. Yeah, Z Warrior. I said that the figures you picked up were good. It looks like a Mafex figure. I don't think so. I feel like the Mafex figure looks like, I don't know, a little bit bulkier. Well, not bulkier, but longer. I mean, like skinnier. Yes. Bro, Manila, that's my dude. That's a throwback. That's an OG right there. Canadian Series Goji says, today's my birthday. Yo, I need you guys to put either happy birthday or W's in the chat for my guy, Canadian Series Goji. Yeah, Manila, I remember you. All right, let's see what we got. Let's take this guy out the packaging. We got the figure right there, and then we got the giant blast accessory, which is cardboard, but I'm not mad with it. I definitely will admit though, it is a risky thing for them to do because It is a little bit strange that they did it with cardboard, I will admit that, but I also do appreciate the attempt. I know some people would want like a translucent like plastic type of thing, but like I mean I don't care. I think it's cool that they even like attempted and went for it. However, I will admit though, I will admit one thing. If Hasbro did this, I would probably make fun of them. I will admit it. But you know, listen, bro, I'm just a hater. But like that's besides the point, right? We got the figure right here. He looking thick. I like that. Pause. What's it called? This is a thick looking guy right here. We got, let's see, we got 5 interchangeable hands, including the fist. We got necks. Pause. Bro, all right. This is what I want. I watched a review on this, right? He comes with 3 different necks. One, like, including the one on the figure, right? Why is that though? Like even the reviews, like I know you can pop them off and like have paws different neck, but like I don't understand why. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Yo, bro, I don't get it. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't get it. It's pretty funny though. Bro's admitting to the bias. Nah, but look, all seriousness though, nah, Hasbro does deserve it. But I am, you know, I do it. I do it partially as a joke, but also like dead ass serious. But what's it called? Yeah, I don't know why he he has 3 different necks, but he has a couple of different visors. So he has this visor right here. He has the base one. This one has like a little bit of laser seeking through, and then obviously he has his blast right here, which I'm very excited for. This one is a more shorter one, and this one has the effect at the end where it's actually clashing with something. So that's pretty good. Let's get this guy open and see what he's about. Oh shoot, my fault. Bro, what the fuck? There we go. Good lord. I was like trying to like not like yank it so like all the pieces go flying. But Shred Trap says, yo, Xavier, if you had a kid, what would you do if they said, can I play with your toys? So, fun fact about me, I'm actually not one of those people that be like, oh, like, people's kids can't play with the stuff I have. They could. I just have certain exceptions, though. Like, I let them do what they want, essentially. As long as it doesn't break, I don't care. But there are certain figures where I'm like, you would have thought. Like, you're not playing with that one. But yeah. Patrick says, I'm pretty sure one of the necks is for recreating the shooting straight up pose. Really? Okay, so you know what? I'm glad you said that because the instructions are in here. So let me cut this out real quick and see what the instructions say. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Don't worry, guy. Jar Jar says, guys, he already has a kid. He lets me play with his figures all the time. Trust. No. But listen. Let's see. All right, we got the instructions right here. Okay. Yeah, we got the instructions right here. Let's see. It literally just says to choose and attach, like, whichever neck you want. Okay. I mean, sure, I guess, well, if you look at it, when you look at the photos, you can see that there are, like, different, I guess, not poses, but, like, molded differently. So I guess it probably does have to do with posing and articulation. So I guess depending on which neck you want, or which pose you want, you gotta use a different neck. I just feel so weird to say. Like, I have a question. Is this the first figure with an articulated neck? Or not articulated neck, that's actually the wrong one. With optional neck pieces, I mean. Like, I've never seen a figure that comes with multiple neck pieces, you know? There we go. Alright, so I set the backdrop up. But I think this is probably the first figure, in my opinion, that I've ever seen that has multiple necks. If a figure requires instructions, it's too complex. Not really, but I will admit, though, SHF do have some figures that hella overcomplicate certain designs. Like, I don't know if you guys ever had the SHF Rock Lee figure from Naruto. Trust me, if you had that figure, you know what I'm talking about. What you guys saying? Um, no one ever reads the instructions? Alright, bro. How do you guys like build Legos and stuff like that? Crusted says I'm his adopted child. He never lets me touch his figures because... Alright, Crusted. Alright, Crusted. I should take away the mod just for that, bro. That's crazy. You're lucky I'm in a good mood, bro. Valentina says, do you have the FNAF dummy T13 dummy figures? I do not have them. I do not. Biscuit Dog says, I'm going to Japan this year. Should I cop this? We're going to find out. We are going to find... Bruh. Bruh. All right, I guess the ghost, you know, came early. Usually the ghost comes at nighttime, but I guess he came early today. All right. There we go. Super Mario Zilla says, as far as I know, this is the first... Bandai, though, did not make it clear what the alternate necks are for, and I had plenty of Monster Arts and Figuarts figures that were very complex. Yeah, I've never seen a figure that had multiple necks before, so that's new to me. It's new to me. Also, guys, I forgot to mention that if this live stream gets 100 likes, I will show you guys the stop motion that I'm working on. So if you guys want to see it early, live on stream, we got to get 100 likes. 100. So double tap the screen or hit those dots in the top right corner and get these likes up. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's check out this Cyclops figure. Let me turn on my light a little bit more. There we go. So, off the, what's it called? Off the top of the head, I noticed that he has 2 shades of blue on this figure. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is some shading throughout, which I really like. And that's one thing I wish that Hasbro did with their figures, was to give it some shading. Because if you look, you see a bit of dark blue and some lighter blue throughout. And I really think a lot of figure companies should do this with their figures, because it really helps the definition, like the muscle definition, and overall just makes it look better. So I think that's really nice. Like, if you compare it to this figure right here, like Apocalypse, I feel like if he had like a darker purple, or maybe, yeah, like a darker purple throughout, this will look a lot better. But essentially, though, I like the shading throughout. The yellows look nice as well. Everything looks clean so far. I don't see any QC issues when it comes to paint. But yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I had to listen, man. I always gotta talk shit about Hasbro, bro. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. All right. So let's check out the head sculpt right here. Actually, let's zoom in. There we go. All right. I hope this is clear for you guys. Let me know if it's clear. So we got the head sculpt right here. You know what's one thing about this figure that I think would have really been a cool accessory, if you think about it? An interchangeable hair piece. More specifically, where the hair is like flowing back. Because when he can use his optic blast, essentially his hair should be like whooshing backwards. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would have been a cool accessory if you ask me. Fireblaze says, wouldn't be an Xavier stream without dissing Hasbro. Pro, all the time. Watch me like get to a point where I talk so much shit about Hasbro, they like sue me or something. Bro, you know what I should do? I should go to like the Hasbro headquarters, bro, and like take a photo in front of the building. Wouldn't that be like the funniest thing ever? All right. Super Mario says, there are only a very few Hasbro figures that has shading throughout the figure, and even then, when there is shading, is minimum. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Is this figure based off anything specific? Yes, this is supposed to be the Marvel vs. Capcom Cyclops design. That's why he's built the way he's built. And yeah, okay. So like I said, there's really not that much when it comes to like detail. Like, I like the little buttons and whatnot throughout. But again, it's just mainly a solid blue color with some shading. Not much to it. Let's take off this little plastic piece right here. Okay, there's one in the back as well. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me figure out how to get this plastic out, because I don't want to mess anything up. So just give me 1 second. How do you get this plastic out? This is it's like double wrapped. Okay, I got it. Barely though, but I got the plastic. Okay, there we go. All right, my fault. All right, let's see. The shoulder joints feel a little bit stiff on my copy, but hopefully that's nothing too bad. Wait, what are you guys saying? The legs are smooth for my liking. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what really necessarily what to say to that, but yeah. Super Mario says I'll admit I'm not a Hasbro hater necessarily, but even I can still smell the BS that they fart out. Honestly, bro. Godzilla21 says Unraveled question. What do you think of Goji Jojo? That's my dude, bro. What you mean? What you mean? Biscuit Dog says Xavier. Guess what? What is it? Welcome back, Rico. Where'd I get it from? I got this from the SHF store in Times Square, New York. All right, let's go over articulation real quick since we already checked out like the main details throughout because it really isn't much, but yeah. All right, so with the head, he can rotate all around with his neck too. You guys saw how the neck rotates with it? Good Lord. But with the head, he can look up. With the mind you, keep in mind this is like the default neck, so he can look up this high. So again, that's with the default neck. He can look down this much. Good Lord, that's some neck articulation right there, bro. That's extreme neck. Oh, that's some extreme neck articulation. But even still, he can look down this much, so that's pretty cool. But yes, he can tilt his head like this. Oh, that's pretty good tilt too. Oh shit, he's bald. He's like me. Anyway, that's gonna be me soon. But look, bro, you can have him like broken neck Cyclops, man. All right, so at least we know he has great neck and good great neck and head articulation. So that's pretty good, bro. Yo, Dean the Bean was good. Was good, bro. I don't know about you guys, bro, but this is extreme neck. Like, I think we all like Cyclops' neck. All right, let me stop. But look, all seriousness, obviously, like the neck articulation is pretty good. So, and you guys can tell that you can pop up the hairpiece right there, and I guess this is so you can put on, you know, the other. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Well, I guess, well, yeah, you can pop the hair off to put on the other heads that come with it. I feel like an extra hairpiece really would have helped this guy out. But I wonder how we get this. This accessory on. Let me check the instructions real quick. Do I just yank it off? So the instructions say that this is very delicate. This piece right here. Actually, let's check this out. There we go. This is like when he's charging up his optic blast. Pretty good detail. There we go. What's good, B.O.? The GOAT? Yes, bro. We all love Cyclops' neck, bro. What are you talking about? Is this a new idea for a potential art piece? Broken neck Cyclops? I hope not, bro. Would have preferred alternative hairs than 3 different necks. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not really sure why they gave 3 different necks. I understand it's probably for like different, like, or like to get him into different poses. But I feel like with the default neck, you probably could get him, you know, in the same pose. But I don't know, though. I don't know. But I wonder how you can get this piece off. The instructions don't say it, which is why I'm really like concerned because I don't want to like break something. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I got the visor off. So when it's on there, there's a small you guys can see right there gap. Unfortunately I cut my nails, so it was hard to get in there, but I was able to pop it off. Be very careful though, because it is a small piece and you don't want to lose it. But the visor could come off. Let's see. And there he is. If essentially, guys, if you want to know what I look like without my glasses, then that's what I look like, bro. All right, but all seriousness, you can just attach this alternate piece on. And then, okay, him being bald is actually killing me. All right, there you go. So there we go. We got Cyclops right there. Looking nice. with the alternate visor. It's clean. I can't believe the dude from Sonic is actually like the guy who plays Cyclops. You know what's hilarious? I never knew that. Like, ain't that something? Like, I think that's hilarious if you ask me. Like, bros in Sonic and X-Men, ain't that something? But rather have a Scott Summers head than 15 necks. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do find it a little weird. Yo, JMC Studios, bro, we got everyone. We got everyone, bro. This is like an Avengers Assemble live stream, bro. I need you guys to get these likes up, bro. Come on, guys. We'll get 100 likes, bro. Please. Please. 100 likes on this stream. I'm about to make fan art of bald Cyclops X Xavier. Bro, please, please. And when you do, tag me in it. Dragon Motion says on Revel, did you see the new Shadow Movie 2 trailer? I have not. I have not. Bro, yeah, Donut Lord's suit is going to be peak, bro. The actor for Vecna was in the Thomas the Train. Damn. But honestly, bro, I can't believe everyone's here. All right, but my fault. Let's continue with the rest of the articulation. I know I got a little ahead of myself. Okay. Oh, sure, I dropped it. Oh, my God. Bro, I got to be careful. Whose laser vision is stronger, Cyclops or Darkseid? Darkseid by a large margin, bro. Not even comparable. Darkseid, easy. Easy. Unraveled, how do you fix loose double joints? All right. It's time for the products. Essentially, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just buy this. You could use stuff like clear nail polish. Just buy this, bro. No joke. Just buy this. Kiki loose joint fix. I know Jar Jar hates when I plug this product, but it's literally what you need, man. Which of us is which Avenger? All right, bro. I don't know. A lot of you guys. There's a lot of Avengers here, man. I don't know. All right, let's see the rest of articulation. So shoulders can move up this high, probably a little bit higher. Yeah, so they can move up pretty high. Rotate all around. That's really nice. Bicep swivel feels pretty good. Is that double jointed? Yes, it is. Nice. And the paint is also in the elbow, which is pretty good. I love the blues throughout this figure. I don't know if my camera is showing it, but that's pretty sweet. Obviously, the fist or hands can rotate, go up and down. One thing I like that SHF is starting to do is that they're making the pegs thicker, which is good, so that way they don't break as easy as the old ones used to. I don't know if you guys ever collected like old SH Figuarts, but man, that used to be really scary back then. What you guys saying? Super Mario Zilla says, fun fact, Cyclops optic blast is actually not even a laser. It looks like it, but it's actually not. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Did not know that. Dean Devine says, I'm gonna start a petition to revive the Unravel Pages TM TikTok account. Bro, that's not me. I keep trying to tell you guys. That's legit an impersonator. I don't know who that is. I don't know. And it's crazy because like normally I would just like try to take down the account because it's obviously not me, but I don't know who it is, and I don't even bother, bro. It's fine. Let them have their fake account. They don't even post anymore. How much does Kiki loose joint fix cost? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even remember. I'm on my second bottle because I bought a 2-pack of it. I don't remember. If you guys don't want to get Kiki loose joint fix, another alternative is clear nail polish. It's not going to be as good as Kiki loose joints fix, but it's better than nothing. But all right, so obviously the arm articulation is pretty good. Let's see if it's also, do they have butterfly joints? Okay, so he has a bit of butterfly joints, so he can move his arms in about this much and back that much. So there is a butterfly joint. All right, let's see. This shoulder is fucking like tight. I'm gonna have to. That's literally how my shoulders feel like, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some shock oil in here and try to fix that. I don't like how it's giving me as much resistance as it is, but I don't like that. I don't know how I feel about that. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to loosen these shoulders later, but for torso articulation, okay. So how far back can he bend? Okay, I guess not that much, but how much forward? Okay, so I guess Homie doesn't really have torso articulation like that, even though there is a separate piece. Because I'm trying to move it around, and it really doesn't go that much forward or back. So honestly, he's probably very limited in the torso area, but he can twist though. I'll give him that. But keep in mind that this piece right here is connected to the bottom of the torso. So you can rotate it, but it is limited what you can do. So I would say that's a little weird. Yeah, you can see right there how it's connected to the torso and like this underwear piece. So he could turn, but keep in mind it is very limited. So I don't know how I feel about that. Can the bottom turn? Not really. Okay, that's a little disappointing about the torso. Wait, what are you guys saying in the chat? Old man Xavier? Bro, what did I do? Super Mario Zilla, you're correct. It's matter. Wait, it's matter that comes out from the punch dimension and only comes out of Cyclops' eyes when he opens them. Alrighty. Shred Trap says, "What's good, Spider Mikey and Red Warrior?" Shred Trap says Xavier's only 25 and y'all calling him Unk. Yeah, I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. Like, I know I feel old, but I'm not actually old. What's it called? Yeah, he doesn't bend forward that much. I will admit that the torso articulation is pretty disappointing, I will admit. Super Mario says, I actually use dish soap for tight joints, and that works wonders for me. Is it as good as shock oil? No, but it comes in handy when that is all you got at the moment. I actually never used the dish soap method. Moon Guy says Xavier not knowing anything these days. What does that mean? What's good, Max's Corner? What is good? Wait, my stream just lagged out. Okay, my fault. All right, let's continue. Does Kane do the splits? Yes, he could. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. My guy Cyclops can do a split, bro. He can bust down on it. That's what I'm talking about. That's good Cyclops right there. All right, but how far can he kick up? He can kick up that much. Can he kick back far? Bro, he can kick all the way back too. Damn, and Cyclops is caked up too. That's what I'm talking about. I like when my figures are caked up. Anyway, he has thigh swivel as well. Pretty good there. Double jointed knees. Yes, we are. That's pretty good. Double jointed knees right there. Nice. Does he have boot rotation? He does not have boot rotation, so I guess they got that from Hasbro. But the feet can bend down this much, bend up or move up that much. He has toe articulation. Does he have an ankle swivel or rotation? Oh, yeah, he has a little bit of it. Let's see if it's better on this side. Yeah, it doesn't really swivel that much, but it's there, though. All right, I will admit, articulation for this guy is okay. I feel like for SH Figuarts standards, it's not all that, but he does have some good articulation. I feel like probably the articulation in the legs helps out or makes up for the lack of torso articulation, but I really like the... Bro, I don't know, something about the blues. I don't know if it's like triggering my autism or something, but the blues on here is fire. And bro is really caked up. All right, anyway, listen. Let's check out the accessories real quick. Let's check out. All roads lead to Hasbro? Exactly, Biscuit Dog. Oh my god. Corey says Transformers 1 flopped, which sucks because we could have gotten a trilogy. Yeah, I did hear that the movie didn't perform well. Which, I mean, it does suck because I heard... Well, not even just I heard. I watched the movie, and I thought it was actually really good. Look, man, unfortunately, that happens in life. Sometimes some projects that are really good don't do well. I mean, I should know because I'm a stop-motion creator, so I know how that feels like. Not saying that my stuff is on Transformers 1 level, but you know what I mean. Spider Mikey says, do you think the Demonical Fit Feature Trunks is worth it? I feel like I know. Is that the one with like the alternate? It had like an arm piece where he's like moving his hands like fast, like the burning attack thing he did with Frieza. Is that the one I'm talking about? Or am I thinking of a different figure? How much does this figure cost? This figure was $100. Jar Jar says, at 50 likes, you gotta make him do the Omni Cheeks pose. I got you. Let's see. Stop saying bro is caked up. But he is, though. You guys cannot lie. You guys cannot lie. Xavier, why are you talking about his cake? Because Cyclops got it, bro. I can't even front. Super Mario Zilla says, I'm the actual autistic person, and it triggers my autism like nothing else. I'm so hyped for this. Bro, the blues are fire. It really is. Optic Jacket says Transformers 1 was a good movie, but lots of bad marketing. I actually don't know. I actually don't know much about the marketing. Lego Man says on Revel, do you know who Candace is? Yes, I know who Candace is. I'm not going to say it, but I know who they are. Yes, guys. We got to get 100 likes, bro. If you guys want me to show you guys a preview of what I'm working on. On everything, we all love Cyclops' cake. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. That's the pinned comment right there. All right, let's check out the rest of the accessories. My fault. All seriousness. Actually, before we even get into the figure, I gotta talk about obviously the biggest accessory we got, which are these cardboard cutouts of the finishing move, the Optic Blast. So we got one right here that says Optic Blast, and we got the other one that says Cyclops. You literally just line them up together to, there we go, just to do his finishing move. I had to back up the camera, but yeah. No, it was 50 likes for me to get him in the Omni Cheeks pose, but 100 so I can show you guys the stop motion. Red Warrior says, Xavier, how much more time you're going on the stream for? Right now we're at 36 minutes. I'm trying to make it. I usually try to make these streams about like an hour. Why my figure comes with cardboard? I'm not gonna lie though, it is. Yeah, I will admit, I do think it's pretty funny though. Because I will 100% admit that if this was Hasbro that did this, I would be clowning them. But let me tell you why I'm not going to clown SHF. Because we actually got two different versions of the Optic Blast. So I'm actually not going to clown them for that. Even though I will admit it is pretty funny that they went the cardboard route. Because they probably could have done something like a translucent clear backdrop. But I also know why they went with the black one though. But that's just me though. That's just me. Patrick says, the marketing on Transformers 1 made it look like a buddy cop cliche children's exclusive movie, when in reality, while still being PG, it had a lot of dark themes and moments. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dean DeBean says, Xavier, did you ever open the HasLab Giant Man? Yeah, bro, a few times. I put it back in the box, though, because I had nowhere to put it. Corey says, when you're doing Dragon Ball stop motion, do you head swap for different forms? Depending. Sometimes I do that. Well, back in the day I did. I don't do Dragon Ball no more. All right. So, oh shoot, we got 50 likes. All right, guys. I already know what you guys want. Give me 1 second. Bro, you guys are freaked out, bro. I'm doing it. I'm getting the pose ready. It's actually crazy that he actually has the aesthetic to do the pose. All right, I'm doing the pose, guys. Give me a second. I know what you guys are here for. If you were to tell me, Xavier, what do you think you're going to do when you're 25 years old? And you were to tell me that I'm going to be posing Cyclops, showing his fat ass on camera, I would not believe you. But here I am. This is what my life has come to. Yo, it's funny. All my ancestors are looking down upon me, and this is what I'm doing, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. The stuff that I do for you guys, okay? The stuff that I do for you guys. Someone make that their profile photo. I'm dead. This is the stuff that I do for you guys, okay? Actually, let's do it like this. Let's show him. He got a last spread as well. There we go. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. This is what you guys wanted, bro. This is what you guys wanted. Hey, man, this is what y'all wanted. I'm gonna give it some time so you guys can have your moment, bro. Can you turn this into a short? I'm not turning this into a short, bro. Oh, bro, the things I do for you guys. Hey, man, listen. I give my fans what they want. Okay. All right. Let me actually try out the different head sculpts. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the other accessories. Okay, so I try to pop off the head so I can put the other ones on, but the neck came off with it. So I guess that's gonna be not necessarily an issue because it was easy to pop on and off. But actually, let's compare the necks. All right, so while we compare the necks, let's see. Now that's a real streamer. Listen, guys, I've always said before, I try to give you guys what you want in the live streams, and not only that, I want you guys to like interact and have fun. All right, so I gotta make sure I don't mess this up. This is the default neck that comes with the figure. Right there. And these are the other necks that come with the figure. We have this longer one right here. I can't believe I'm talking about alternate necks. That's crazy. Why it bent that way? This is funny. I can't believe I'm talking about alternate necks. That's crazy. That's good neck. But look, so yeah, we got like one where his Adam's apple's like poking through more, I guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really sure why they did this. The instructions don't even tell you really. But hey, man, they give you that Cyclops neck, bro. That's I don't know. All right, let's pop on the blast head sculpts. I wonder if it's like a weight thing, but I don't think so either. So I'm pretty sure the default neck can probably, yeah, like look, the default neck can hold it. See? Bro, what am I doing? This is a crazy pose. Oh shoot, I didn't even know this. You can take off the visors and swap them too. I thought these visors were only for these heads. Oh, so if you want like the, oh, okay. So if you want the default visor to be on this head, I guess you can do that. Let me see actually. Let's double check. Let's double check. Okay, give me a second, guys. Bro, look at this. So yeah, if you want, you can swap it like that. That's actually really cool. Okay, so that's nice because I thought it was the beam effects were only for those head sculpts. Like, oh, okay. So if you want the visor to be on the screaming, teeth grinning, you can do all that. So that's what I'm talking about. Mass production says, my friend wants to know if it's okay if he turns his video in late. No. You got to do it by the time, essentially, if the video's ready now or on the day of, like, essentially, it needs to be uploaded before I start streaming. Because I'm not doing that, hey, last minute. No, we're not doing that, bro. Because the stream's already long as it is. All right, so let's get back into the figure real quick. All right, let's get Sonic out of here. Let's get back into this. This is a bulky Cyclops. I like that. I like that, like, bro got some, like, thickness to him. Pause. Let's see. Actually, let's put the visor back on. Okay, so we got the screaming head, or face. So you got his teeth and mouth showing right there. And then you have, obviously, the optic blast right here. Now, what's cool about this is, obviously, it's translucent, but you have a bit of white on the pink. So that's good shading right there. You see what you guys see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. That's cool. That's cool. And then since he has great neck articulation, you can have him pose and articulate that any way you want. Now, be aware, though, that the visors do come off. So, again, be very careful with that. But it's on there, though. Even though it does pop off, like, if you shake it, it's on there. It's just if, like, your finger grazes it. That's pretty cool, man. I like that. What do you guys think of Cyclops's, this optic blast, at least? So if you want him, like, looking down and booming someone, you can do that. Let's see. What you guys talking about in the chat? All right, I actually don't know what you guys are talking about in the chat. Space Godzilla, what's good? He says, "Hey, Unraveled. I'm getting better stop motion. I'm getting better at stop motion and testing figures and repainting. I will share some pics on my channel that's more dead than George Washington." All right. Okay. Sure. Sure. So again, when I pop off the head sculpts, the neck piece comes along with it. So yeah, just be very careful when swapping out the heads, guys, especially with the visor. I recommend taking the visor pieces off before swapping it. Or like popping it off, I mean. That's what I meant. Okay. So where's his neck? There it is. So this, again, we're using the default neck. There you go. And where's the head? So this one is the heavier optic blast. And this one is fire. Okay, there we go. Look at this one. So unlike the other one, this one actually has the... Like, this one is bigger and has the... Actually, yeah, wider as well. And has the blast effect at the end, like where it's clashing with something or hitting something. So that's pretty cool. Can he stand? Like, just... Oh, shoot, look at that. Bro, so he can stand and hold the pose. That's pretty cool. Xavier was there for the Abe Lincoln movie theater event. All right, bro. All right, bro. Lego Man says, "Unraveled, I think you can easily guess what I'm going to stop motion when I get the Conquest figure." I know exactly what you're talking about. Conquest going to Burger King. That's what you're going to film. Dean the Bean says, "I don't know if it's because I'm autistic, but for some reason I don't mix and match brands. I only collect Marvel Legends, and if I got something suck as a Mayfex, I'd probably banish it to the Shadow Realm." All right. Dragon Boy says, "Do your parents see this content you do, bro? No disrespect." Nah, no, they do. My dad actually watches my videos and live streams. I don't know if he's watching it now. My dad watches it. He'll just ask questions, and that's about it. But nothing about what I do. Yeah. My dad's favorite live stream is the Fantastic Four box set, the Mezco one. That is my dad's all-time favorite live stream. But yeah. Do you know about the Burger King plane incident? I don't. Is that real, or are you like trolling? But let's see. So if you guys want, let's try something out. So if you guys want with the Cyclops figure, if you want to recreate that Avengers Doomsday trailer pose, you can do that. Again, be careful, of course, but there you go. There you go. This is pretty cool. That homie, like, again, not only does he come with all these effects, but he can hold it too. I'm not even gonna like talk shit about Hasbro because I actually don't know if the Hasbro figure could do this. But if it could, then like good for Hasbro. But it just seems like something Hasbro wouldn't be able to do because they're just lazy. But this is pretty cool, bro. I know my posing sucks, guys, but oh, it fell. But yeah, be aware though that these do fall. But this is still sick. Again, if you want the shorter one to be on there, oh, wrong way, you can do that too. That's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really like the different visors and the heads you get with it. Again, though, I'm very concerned. Like, why do we need extra neck? Like, 3 of them is crazy. I just prefer, like, the 3 different heads. Or, excuse me, an alternate hairpiece. Or maybe an unmasked head where he's just wearing glasses. I understand, again, this is from the video game. And I don't think in the video game he had his glasses. But you know what I mean, guys. You guys know what I mean. Any questions? Unraveled, I'm thinking about doing a Godzilla, especially Godzilla GMK versus Anguirus style motion. Any advice? Okay. Any advice? Okay. If you're gonna do a Godzilla video, this is what I would advise. Work on camera angles. Essentially, what I mean by that is, you want to make the monsters / figures look bigger than what they actually are. And if you can manipulate the camera angles to make them appear bigger, that's a good plus. Because again, we obviously know like it's stop motion as toys, but when you can utilize camera angles to make it seem bigger than what it actually is. And that's like one of the beauties behind it as well. Let's see. Um, what other advice would I give? If you have like practical effects, I mean, you can obviously use special effects as well. It doesn't matter if it's practical or special, but knowing when to use the effects, I think practical would really help with Godzilla as well. I think the practical effects will look good because I know you got buildings and all types of things. So I think utilizing that would help as well. What else is there? And I think you have some good, from what I've seen, some good sets. So utilize that as well. I don't know because I don't know like the plot and story that you're going with. So if I knew that, I can probably like give more advice. But that's what I would say off the top of my head, in my opinion. Barbecue Slot says, "Do you think they'll make Doomsday figures? Marvel Legends probably will. I don't know about SHF." What are you guys saying? What are you guys talking about Kefla from Dragon Ball for? Okay, my fault. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Okay, so that's essentially like everything with the Cyclops figure. Obviously, besides the hands, we'll get into that in a second. I don't think I'm gonna pop all the hands on. Oh wait, let me pop on one of his visors. There we go. There we go. Obviously, he got his different hands. Let me actually just pop all this out. Give me 1 second, guys, and then we'll do some size comparisons because I got a couple figures. Again, guys, if you want to see that stop motion I'm working on, 100 likes, okay? 100. Top right corner or double tap the screen. All right. Let's check out these hands. All right. We got the karate chop hands right there. Nice karate chop hands. We got these grabbing hands right here. I don't remember if Cyclops in the video game has a grab attack. He probably does. I feel like they all do. But I don't remember. I haven't played that game in so long. Because the only Marvel vs. Capcom game I have vivid memory of is Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate. Oh, I still love that game. I used to play that game on the PlayStation 3 for hours, bro. But we got these, I call these gun hands. Because you know when like you're like symbolizing a gun, you do that. So I call these gun hands. I know it's obviously pointing hands. But these are nice right here. Very, very Cyclops-like. Obviously, this is for his like visor. And then we have these. I guess you can say these are grabbing hands as well, but I would say more relaxed hands. Like I call these like essentially like he's grabbing his waist, like hands. You know what I mean? But yeah, because I mean I feel like for hands, and obviously he comes with the fists that are on the figure by default. But I feel like for the accessories you get 5 different hands, 3 different heads, 3 different necks for some reason. I know I'm a little all over the place with the accessories, guys. My fault. But I think what you get, and then obviously you get 3 blast effect pieces. You got the one with the impact effect at the end, the skinnier one, an extra visor piece as well, which is cool, and then the giant cardboard one in the back. I think these are good accessories. I obviously there you can obviously do more, but I think this is a solid figure. I don't know what I would rate it yet because I do want to fix the shoulders on mine because, again, they are pretty tight, so be aware of that. Well, maybe it's not tight for you guys, but for me it is. I do want to fix these shoulders. Some shock oil should be good enough for that. But I like this figure, though. I really do like it. Would you guys count this as a figure of 2025 or 2026? Because I know people got this in 2025, but it's one of those weird things is like, but it wasn't really as widely available as it is now. So would you guys count this as a 2025 figure or 26? I don't know. I think it's a 26 figure in my opinion, but that's just me. What are you guys talking about? What the heck? Now you guys talking about Bulma? All right, bro. All right. You guys are wildin'. What's your figure of the year? Well, the year just started, so I don't know yet. But for last year, I said it was the Beast Deities Broly and Shimu, the Hayatoi Shimu. Speaking of Beast Deities Broly, there we go. I gotta have a cameo of him in the video or in the live stream. Let's see. Super Mario Zilla, his suggestion would be, my advice is to make a little storyboard with sticky notes to remember what shot has which angle, and definitely building props. Practical dioramas always look the best. Yeah, I like that. That's another thing right there. Storyboarding is very important. I do it even for like videos that I don't even end up doing. Like maybe one day I can show you guys my sketches. They're fucking terrible, by the way. Like they're really bad. I can't. There's one thing about me. I cannot draw to save my life, which is extremely funny because my dad is a very talented artist, and my mom, I wouldn't say she's amazing at drawing, but she's a light years better than I am. And I thought growing up I would be just like my parents when it comes to drawing, and I'm not, and it sucks. But storyboarding really helps out though, especially again like for stop motions, because that way is helping you. Obviously, you can visualize something up in your head, but then drawing it out and looking back at it really does help. But yeah, man, that's something that's very important. Maybe one day I can show you guys a couple sketches. Keep in mind, they're fucking terrible, but I do storyboard, though. Yeah. Bro makes a cameo in every video. Yeah, bro, it's my dude Broly. It's my guy. Dragon Motions in the Rebel, can you compare Cyclops to Zilla? Do you really want me to do that? Like actually? Alright, let's do some comparisons, guys. Let's do some comparisons. I have a couple figures to compare him to that I think will look good. Okay. Let's move these to the back. Alright, we got thick boy Cyclops right here. There we go. And okay, so first comparison is gonna be the Street Fighter Jada Toys Ryu. I thought that would be a fitting comparison. And then the next comparison is gonna be his homegirl, which is Jean Grey. This is the one from X-Men 97. And I did the lining that everyone seems to hate. I got fucking demolished when I did this, bro. I understand it's not for everyone, but like it's really not that deep. But that's the comparison between those two. What do you guys think? Barbecue Slot says, if you had kids, would you let them play with your figures? I mean, I already do. I mean, I don't have kids, but whether it's like a family member or something and they ask like, yo, can I see this figure? Like, go ahead. Again, I do have certain exceptions though, but I'm not, essentially, I will let them play with figures I know that are not gonna break that easy. You know what I'm trying to say here? But that's just me. Let's see what you guys are saying. We are not, all right, bro. All right, Dragon Boy. I don't know about all that. I don't know about who's we. Shred Trap. I'm not reading all that, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not reading all that. BO says, do you have any Frieza figures? Yeah, I do. I have Golden Frieza and Final Form Frieza. That's about it. All right, so actually let's do this so you guys can get a better scale of it as well. So this is what they look like side to side. I actually think this is a good scale between Cyclops and Jean. I don't know, that's just me. And then face to face, this is him and Ryu. Actually, let's zoom in a bit more. There you go. There you go. What is this chat, y'all wildin'? Listen, bro. That's just how my chat is, man. That's just how they are. All right. Next figure, or figures we're going to compare it to, is his little guy, his little friend, which is Sonic. And then we're going to compare him to one of the greatest X-Men characters of all time. And that is the CT Toys, not Cyclops, CT Toys Gambit figure, aka the Mayfix one. So, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I don't mind it. Mr. Kong, what's good? My dude. He says, what's up, Unraveled? How are you? I'm doing good, man. He says, yesterday I bought Ultimate NECA Wellhouse Pennywise. and a free $10 coupon, so I got it for a cheaper price, and it's coming this Wednesday. That's what I'm talking about, bro. You should post it when you get it. Barbecue Slot says, I started figure collection. Any suggestions on what I should get? I would say start off with getting things that you actually want. One thing I've realized with collecting figures all these years is that as a collector, you can get influenced by other collectors to try out stuff that maybe you're not like the biggest fan of. Like, for example, I have like the Jada Toy Street Fighter figures, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I never cared about Street Fighter like that. Like, I more cared about like Marvel versus Capcom. And like there's just other things that I've like collected where I'm just like, I didn't need these. So honestly, start off with what you what's it called? What you like first before dabbling in anything else. Unravel, do you like or do you know Candace from Invincible? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't remember. Bro, Shred Trap, we are doing what to my figure? Excuse me? Corey says, now I remember you talking about bootlegs of CT toys. Honestly, crazy how a bootleg is so good that there's a bootleg of a bootleg. Yeah, bro. I mean, some CT toys, again, I'm not going to go back and take back what I said about them because I am honest about them. But some of their stuff is pretty good. Some stuff is good, some stuff is butt. You know, it'd be like that. Patrick, what is that? Bro! Yo. Yo, Patrick, what is that? Oh, I'm definitely posting that. Yo, brother, what is going on here? Bro. That's crazy. What? Make Ryu and Cyclops do the dab pose up? Alright, I got you. The kid collects says, can I steal your HC Spino? Negative. Thanks for stopping by, Red Warrior. Thanks for stopping by. Bro, Patrick's the GOAT, bro. Patrick, I'm sorry that I'm not a millionaire, bro, because if I was legit rich, bro, I would legit pay you like actual good money to make art for me, bro. I feel bad that I can't like pay you guys like, or give you guys like rewards and stuff like that, but if I was rich, bro. All right, bro. All right, you guys got to relax with these comments now. This is getting crazy. Yo, you guys are wildin'. Oh, bro. All right. So, this is them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting caught up. There you go. So, that's them side by side. There you go. There you go. Actually, let's do them face to face. So, again, I don't know like the scaling with Cyclops and Gambit. I figured Gambit's a tall guy, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Would you rather fight Godzilla or live in Derry? I'd rather fight Godzilla because, first of all, being a person of color, I would not survive in Derry. If you guys know, you know. So that's not. I won't last long over there, is what I would assume. Now, would I last long against Godzilla? No, but essentially, think of it like this: a quick death, or dealing with Pennywise's henchmen and Pennywise as well. You know what I mean? Master Yo-Yo says, do you like anime? I do. I used to be really big into it in high school, though. Have you seen the Demonical Fit Trunks? I think, I forgot, I don't know if it was you earlier that said that, but someone else said it. I think it was Spider Mikey. But I think I know what you're talking about. By the way, Unraveled is greedy for likes. I'm not greedy for likes. I'm just saying I want 100 likes if you guys want, what's it called, to see the stop motion that I'm working on. Unraveled is black. No, but my brother is. Not even lying about that one. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can get my brother on stream. I feel like if you guys want to know where I got everything from is my older brother. Essentially, if you guys want to know like my humor and everything, is me biting off my brother. If you guys thought I was funny, you trust me, my brother is 1,000 times funnier than me. Not even close. Jar Jar says, Xavier, you have a pet turtle. You just gotta take him everywhere with you because Pennywise is scared of turtles. Yeah, but my turtle is not a cosmic being, okay, Jar Jar? My turtle is not cosmic. My little guy is gonna get slimed out by Pennywise. Lego Man says check his comment. All right, my fault. All right, Lego Man. I should vanish you just for that. I'm gonna let you slide for now. I should let you. I'm gonna have you, survive. I'm gonna let you be. Yo, is that my guy Daddy's Universe in the chat? All right, we got a few more comparisons, guys. We have the Apocalypse figure, which I love this figure. Even though Hasbro can eat a Frank to the face, I love this Apocalypse figure so much. I have a lot of fun with it. It's a great figure. Happy to have it. Actually, we'll just do it like this. So I know Apocalypse can essentially increase and decrease in size, but I think this is a good enough scale. What's good, Marvel mini movies? Biscuit Dog says read his last comment. Where are you? Let's see. Would you crack get? All right, bro. I'm not reading the rest of that. You can hold that, Biscuit Dog. Bro, what is up with you guys, bro? We all know Unraveled is 2 metric tons. What does that mean? Like fat? Bro, I'm like 175 pounds. What? Off the Jacket says I gotta compare that Apocalypse with my Cable figure. Well, I can tell you that this Apocalypse figure is about just about, if my measuring board is correct, he's about 9 inches tall. So I don't know how tall Cable is, the figure you got, but this one is about 9 inches tall. Make your turtle a planet costume then? Bruh. Barbecue Sauce says I want to make it my mission to make figures like Dragon Stars look better. I think if they had a little bit, if they had some better paint, that would look better. I think that's why I try to explain to people. Paint really does go a long way with making figures look better. Jar Jar says, read my last comment. All right, Jar Jar. Jar Jar, you're lucky, bro. Jar Jar, you're lucky I can't contact your parents and send them all the screenshots of the crazy stuff that you say in my chat. Mr. Kong says, Queso fears Unraveled. I would love to do a stream with Queso. I feel like it would be the funniest thing ever. I wish I had like enough well, actually, no, I can't say that because we're in different genres, so I can't say that. Because like the gaming genre is different from like the stop motion action figure genre, so I don't even want to say if I had more, because that's not necessarily the case. Because even if I had like 1 million subscribers, it wouldn't be the exact same thing. But essentially, I wish I was able to, interact with them. Because I feel like those live streams would be hysterical. I just need to get a good PC, bro. A good PC or a decent PC and some actual good Wi-Fi. I'm telling you guys, bro. Wait till I get a good PC, bro. It's going to be next level. All right, next comparison is my homeboy, Juggernaut, bro. That's my dude. One of the few figures that Hasbro is actually cooked with. Now, I don't want to hear anyone say, oh my god, Unraveled, you only hate Hasbro. Why do you hate Hasbro? I actually really do like this figure, okay? I really do like this figure. Yo, Shred Trap, that is wild. What? What? Wait, I have a few other comparisons to show. My fault. Bro, essentially, if you guys want to know like a size comparison between me and Mikeytron 300, this is essentially what it looks like. You sound like Kermit?
I mean, yeah, bro. Like, me and Kermit, we go way back, man. Back in the day, bro. Me and Kermit, when we were in the parties back in the day, like, we were going crazy in the club. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro. Biscuit Dog says, always about Hasbro. Hey, man, listen, bro. You see what I did there? Listen, bro. Okay. Anyway, I have another comparison right here. And it's going to be with the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine. So if you guys wanted to see the comparison right there, there you go.
There you go. There you go. I feel like, I mean, this could still work, but I don't know. I think Cyclops could be just a smidge taller if you wanted this to work. But I mean, this can still work now that I look at it. Yeah, I think this could work actually. Wolverine's a short guy. He just like me for real. Except I'm taller than Wolverine. Thank God. Thank God I'm taller than Wolverine. At least I'm taller than something. Kermit and Xavier went to the Diddy parties. All right, bro. All right, bro. That's fucking wild. That's so wild, bro. What? That's crazy. I can confirm that I definitely did not participate in any of those I can't speak, parties. All right. If you make a stop motion with Kermit, then you can voice him. Honestly, man. Why is the camera in the new stop motion studio so bad? I don't know. I wish I can tell you. I'll tell you this about stop motion studio. There was a few years ago, whenever Spider-Man No Way Home came out, right? When I was doing those stop motions, by the way, I'm gonna tell you guys something like personal. I hated doing the Spider-Man No Way Home stop motions. I had a terrible, terrible, terrible time. All right, Shred Trap, that's crazy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, but yoink. But listen, bro. Point is, I hated doing the Spider-Man No Way Home stop motions because the stop motion studio app was so buggy and glitchy, like extremely glitchy. And I remember I emailed them like, "Yo, what's going on with the app?" And essentially they told me that, how do I explain this? That they try to keep up with iPhones, like the new iPhones, and it's hard for them to make new software to keep up with the newest cameras. So I don't know if that can help you out, but that's literally one of the reasons. What apps do I use? I use the Stop Motion Studio app. Pro version though. The Kid Collect says, I got a question if I had to buy one. Buy what? Cyclops? What apps do I use? I use, again, Stop Motion Studio for stop motion, the pro version. And for editing, I use a mixture of different apps because I have so many different editing apps for different things. I obviously used to use CapCut, but CapCut want to be on some BS. What else is there? CapCut's pretty good though if you want to use it. Unfortunately, you got to pay for all of it. I use InShot now, which is not as good as CapCut, but it is a good app. I sometimes use iMovie mainly for audio editing. What else do I use? Let me look up my phone. What am I even talking about? There's this old app called Video Shop. I use that sometimes. What else? I mean, that's really about it, to be honest with you. If I can't do something like editing wise, I will send it to my friends, like Merit Movies, and yeah, bro. If I can't figure it out, he will. He's the GOAT. That's my guy. That's my dude. Canadian Syrup Goji. He says, he wants me to do a Chills voice. All right. Number 15. Xavier oiling up to Cyclone. I guess he meant Cyclops. On January 18th, Xavier at the start of the stream oiled up his hands for Cyclops. He's not wrong. Yeah, bro. Not Cyclops. CapCut now with the whole pro feature is on some BS. It's awesome BS. All right, guys. We are at 77 likes. I'm just saying, bro. If y'all want that, I'm dead ass not gonna show you guys unless we get 100. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be messed up for this time. There's one time in my life we gotta get 100. So if we can get 100 likes, bro, I will show you guys what I'm filming. And for those who do know, because I feel like there's like 2 people in the chat that know what I'm filming, do not spoil it. Well, not yet at least. But yeah, bro, we gotta get those likes up, bro. 100. Top right corner, hit those 3 dots. What What's better, Mafex or Marvel Legends? Well, that's subjective. Obviously, Mafex makes better figures, but if you want more character variety, it's obviously Marvel Legends. It really depends on what you're going for. I mean, I think you can combine the two though. All right. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's compare him to other figures. All right, guys. This is Cyclops next to Rey Mysterio. So they're about the same height. Yeah, man. The kid collects says, sorry about the question. I didn't mean to send it, but I wanted to ask, should I buy the Hammond Collection Spino or Hammond Collection Rex? I mean, if you can get both, that'll be good. I would say the Spinosaurus. I don't know. The Spinosaurus is really fun, but I do think the T-Rex is probably... The Hammond Collection T-Rex is the best one, in my opinion. But I could be... Oh, no, my light died. But I could be biased, though. Damn, my light died. All right, I guess I'll charge that later. What you guys talking about? What about just for Spider-Man? I mean, both of them work. I mean, like, I give Hasbro a lot of shit, but some of their Spider-Man figures are actually really good. I will give them that. But the Mafex ones are just better. SHF, too. SHF has some pretty good Spider-Man figures. We got him next to Walter, or Gunther. And then we got Cyclops next to Obafemi. So this is him next to some wrestling figures, if you guys want to know. Let's see what you guys saying. Hey, man, we got 80 likes, bro. I don't know, man. Y'all better call your friends and family or go on different tablets and start liking this live stream, bro. Because, man, if not, then I don't know. You guys are going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out what I'm filming. Barbecue Slot says, I was on holiday back in 2023 and had a SSJ4 Gogeta figure, then lost it. Bro, let me tell you guys a story. I'm going to tell you guys a story about me. When I was a little kid, and I do mean like a little. I had to be like maybe, when did Pokemon Emerald come out? That was like 2004, right? 2005? I had to be like maybe like 6 years old, right? And I had like my like when I was a little kid at that point in time, the only toys that I cared about was Pokemon. Like I loved Pokemon toys. All my Pokemon toys were from my older brother. So I had like the old school original Pokemon toys, obviously mixed in with what was current at that time. And like a beef, I used to bring those toys everywhere with me. I know, I wasn't smart. But listen, bro. When I was a kid, I one time brought all my toys with me with my mom. Like I stuffed it in my coat pocket, right? And bro, one day we went shopping. We came back home. I emptied out my coat pocket, everything, like every piece of clothing, bro. And I was missing my favorite Pokemon toy, and it was this old school Squirtle toy. And I panicked like you guys can never imagine. I had every other toy but that one. And bro, I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. And I could not find it. And I lost it. Broke my heart. So, I know you're paying, man. I know you're paying. The funny thing is, I can buy the Squirtle toy again. Like, it's not that hard to get. It's just, damn, bro. Like, rest in peace, that guy. I hope he went. I hope he didn't get thrown away. Hopefully someone found it. But damn, bro. Kong says, look at what he's saying. What is that? Brother. Bro. Is that KSI? That's crazy. If that's KSI, that's wild. Yeah, bro. I hope that Squirtle toy is having a good life, bro. That broke my heart. Yo, you guys don't understand. I cried like no other. You would think that, like, one of my parents died the way I was crying. Like, crying. That broke my heart. But, yeah, man. Listen, y'all.
Unfortunately, bro, we did not hit 100 likes. But, like, you know, shit happens, bro. Maybe another time. But look, guys, I gotta go. All right? So listen. Make sure to like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment if you haven't already, of course. Yo, I need you guys to do me a favor and what's it called? I need you guys to follow me on Instagram at UnraveledPicturesTM. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate you all. Never forget that. I told you guys that I'll be live streaming this entire week, and that's what I did. Now, will I be doing that for this coming week? I do not know yet, but we will see. We will see. What else is there? I'm trying to think. I don't know, man. Well, maybe in another stream, what's it called? We can hit 100 likes. But, you know, shit happens, bro. Shit happens.
All right, I'll tell you guys this, though. How about this? I'll end off on this. I won't show you guys what I'm working on, but I'll give you a hint. One of the figures that I showed you guys today for a size comparison is what I'm filming. And I'm going to leave it at that. Listen, guys, you're the best. I appreciate you all. Stay safe, you know. Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see. But, yeah, man, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all.